American Family Insurance Studio inside the Avenue in the heart of downtown Milwaukee. We have a big show today. Ricky, would you classify this as a big show with the people we have in here today?
Yes, I will. We got a couple legendary people in the building.
Yes.
One of my mentors, and then someone of an OG voice as well.
Yep.
Homer Blow.
Yes.
And Bailey Coleman.
That's right. And for DT today, we have the legends in the building. Man, I don't even know how I got up in here today.
Whatever.
I really don't.
18 million Emmy Award-winning Telly.
I want to say that with the weather, hopefully you drove.
Okay.
That's true. That is very true. Those voices you hear, that's right. That is Bailey Coleman. Good morning, Bailey.
Good morning, Telly. Just enjoying my mocha from our barista.
Yeah, it kind of felt like you were just taking a shot of it. Like, hey, let me go ahead and get this straight to the main vein, this one.
Okay.
Get this right, my vein. Wouldn't it be something if you could shoot caffeine?
That'd be crazy. That would be so crazy.
Yeah. And the other legend in the building, Mr. Homer Blow. Good morning, Homer.
Homer Blow. Great morning, Telly. Great morning, Bailey.
Good morning.
Love you both. It's great when I'm able to be here in the studio, and I know we're going to have some great dialogue, and we'll have some. We'll find out how many different opinions that we agree upon, and how many that we may have a difference of opinion on. Either way, you're going to learn today.
Yeah. We definitely got a lot to talk about. I mean, Bailey's boy keep picking all these TV people to be in his cabinet.
No.
I'm just curious.
You're
man.
You're getting me confused with Tori.
No. You're right. You're right. I'm gonna leave that alone.
Okay.
For now. Because it is definitely some interesting selections that President-elect Donald Trump continues to make on a daily basis, and standing by the controversial ones that he has already picked. But also, we'll get into it just didn't seem like that was just a random local robbery with the Bobby Portis situation.
Oh, yeah.
It's starting to look like that they're linking this to a South American crime ring targeting pro athletes. So
I just want to know what was on the list.
Right.
Bobby, when they take out your house? Because I need to know.
See, here's the thing, and Bailey, it's funny you mentioned that because I had to remind DT of this. So when people say, when you hear, some of my most prized possessions,
right,
and the first thing you're going to think of what? Necklaces and jewelry and stuff like that. And stuff like that.
I mean,
I was thinking like awards or
that's what I was thinking. I was thinking maybe his ring and all that.
Right. I mean, because here's the thing with those superficial things, you put insurance on that. Like, you're not going to see somebody go out and pay $300,000 for a watch and don't put insurance on it.
Absolutely.
Right.
So that could be replaced.
Right.
But if it's his high school jersey or things like that, like
sentimental things.
Yes.
That's where I'm going.
There's no price. There's no price.
Right. So I mean, when I first heard most prized possession, I was like, oh man, because I'm gonna tell you, one time my car got broken into. And I keep a lot of sentimental things in my work bag. I mean, like my mom's obituary and, things like that.
Right.
And when they took my bag, I was just like, God, dog, I mean, take whatever else you want and take everything out of that.
Take the cup.
But I mean, because I had my passport and stuff like that. But I'm like, man, I can replace that.
Right.
But the obituary and things like that. You can't get that back. And thank God, this is the craziest thing. So this happened on a Saturday night in Chicago. Somebody broke in my car, took my busted the window, and took my bag. And so I reported it that night. No, I went back to my hotel that night, got up that morning, called the police, told them what happened, and then something told me to just go back to where it happened. I go back to where it happened, and they had like 4 or 5 book bags just lined up on the side of this building, and one of them was mine.
Wow.
So you could just tell that whoever was breaking into these cars, they were just looking for something specific, like a laptop or guns or something like that. But I thank God that they said, you know what, this ain't no value to me, and then they gave it back. So I was able to get it back.
Well, that's how some women feel about their purses. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, you can take the money that I'm in, the cash, but can you leave all of this stuff that's going to take some weeks to try to, cancel this card, get this ID, Social Security card. You get what I'm saying? Some of those things. Because they usually just toss that part.
Yeah, that's true. That is very true. So we are going to get into more of that, hopefully. I mean, because Patrick Mahomes of the Chiefs, Travis Kelce, Mike Conley of the Minnesota Timberwolves, they all have gotten hit lately. And so, we are definitely going to get into that. But before we continue, did any of you watch the Mike Tyson fight?
Yes.
No.
I absolutely did.
I watched a little clip and then I had to go.
Okay. It wasn't a clip of his backside. Oh.
Yeah, I did see that part too. I saw that part too. I was like
Prince rendition,
I did see that part.
Yeah, he done the Prince rendition.
It was like
it was normal. Like it was normal.
Like it was nothing.
Well, it was normal for him. I mean, he's not used to the camera. The cameraman probably should. Okay, that was my whole thing. The interview, it's a tight shot of him.
Right.
And then he's like, all right, thank you. And then they kind of pan out.
Right.
I'm like, why would you pan out if you see this man ain't got nothing covering up?
Because they knew they had a multi-million-dollar moment. They knew that would be, and whoever filmed it, you're now viral. You now are the most sought-after camera person in the world.
Homer, do you know I have been in countless locker rooms in my career. I can't even begin to put a number on how many locker rooms I've been in. And I know any camera guy has the opportunity to do that at any point.
At any point.
Come on, man.
It's Mike Tyson, though.
Whatever.
It's Mike Tyson. You got to look at it. Like, everything about this fight was historical and legendary. Period.
That's what you call that?
Yeah.
I mean,
he needed his moment.
I mean, he had moments before that.
Right.
What are we doing?
He needed a new one. Another one.
So I have gotten my answer before even asking the question, Bailey. I was going to ask Homer, was he one of the ones rooting for Mike and thinking he was going to win? He was. Look, he started off, yes.
The only thing that I could think about that whole deal was, Mike, you're 58, player. What you doing?
No, wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
No.
He lasted 8 rounds.
You know what?
2-minute rounds.
Okay, look, I'm not saying he couldn't do it, but why?
Right.
I'll tell you why.
He probably got paid pretty good.
What you mean, probably? 20 million.
Oh, yeah, okay, I do it too.
Exactly. I was about to say, you'll change your tone if you just got to stand in the ring for 16 minutes and get 20 million.
Yeah.
Listen, 2-minute rounds, 58. It's some ladies that got men and husbands that can't get 8 rounds.
Wow. Wow.
I'm just saying.
20. Look.
There's no way you thought he was going to win.
Well, I wanted him to just survive.
Okay.
That's what I wanted him to do, and he did it.
Man, I'm telling you, I was
know.
watching it around a bunch of Mike Tyson fans, and I was by far one of the biggest Mike Tyson fans. But I was like, man, this dude is 58. He is fighting a 28-year-old.
Yeah.
What makes you think he's about to win? And people are like, oh, man, you know, the last thing to go is the power. And I was like, yeah, right before your mind. What?
Exactly.
Like, I mean, come on, like. There is no way he was going to win. You saw how tired he was, Homer, after like the second round.
I just want to say that I don't know why they didn't think I was going to stand a chance. You know, it's been so long since I've been in the ring, and I just knew I was going to go in there, and I wasn't going to get knocked out.
Man, yeah.
Yeah.
I was just like, oh man, oh gosh. I
mean, at the end of the day, everybody made their money.
Yes.
40 million was good.
Yeah. And then he just gave it all to his wife. He transferred all 20 million over to his wife. That's what he said.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's really good.
Yeah, because
You better hope she take care of him, because if not,
yeah.
see ya.
Right. Well, we are just getting started here on Truth Be Told. Good morning. Make sure you keep it locked right here and hit us up 833-212-1017. We are going to dive in some of these hot topics when we return. Bailey Coleman, Homer Blow in the building. More Truth Be Told with DT and Telly after this.
It's College Month on the award-winning 1017 The Truth, and we want to help your young scholars get those free scholarship dollars. All month long, we will be highlighting local universities who offer full tuition scholarships and local organizations who help students find thousands of dollars in scholarships each year. So be sure to tune into 1017 The Truth College Month so you can learn how your scholar can get those scholarship dollars. College Month on The Truth is sponsored by Educators Credit Union and Concordia University, Wisconsin.
What distinguishes Old National Bank from other lenders in helping people buy their first home and furthering their small businesses?
One thing that really makes us stand out is our grants. We have two really big grants right now specifically for first-time home buyers buying in Milwaukee County. The first one is for $15,000. They have to be buying within Milwaukee County and reach certain income limits. And then the second one is for $20,000, and that is through the Federal Home Loan Bank of Indiana. We're headquartered in Indiana, as you know, Denise. So that is a second grant, and that is really the highest, most robust grant program throughout the entire southeastern Wisconsin area. So it's it's up to $35,000 essentially that a person could be receiving for their first home. If you are in a position that you're looking to buy your first home throughout Milwaukee County, please give me a call. Please contact me. I'm more than happy to help everybody that I can.
And what's your number, Anna?
Sure.
How can they reach you?
414-978-0283.
Sybaris Pool Suites. Romantic, luxurious, affordable. A place where romance touches paradise and the memories of a lifetime are made. Sybaris offers a variety of room styles, including the exquisite Chalet Suite, which spans 3 levels and features your own private swimming pool with cascading waterfall, soothing whirlpool tub, a cozy fireplace, and much more to make your stay unforgettable. They are located in Mequon, just north of Milwaukee. Take a virtual tour at Sybaris.com.
Life's better with American Family Insurance. Because whether it's a family road trip in your dream car or hosting a family reunion in your dream home, we help you feel protected so you can enjoy those dreams with peace of mind. Save up to 23% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
At Grunberg Law Offices, we take great pride in helping those who have trusted us after a serious accident. Our team has the knowledge, resources, and experience to get you the results you deserve. Don't wait to get the help you need. Make the right call. Call Gruber Law Offices today. Proud partner of your Milwaukee Bucks. One call, that's all.
You are listening to Truth Be Told with DT and Telly on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Truth Nation, are you looking to take charge of your health journey? If so, be sure to tune into the Invite Health Show this Saturday and Sunday at 11 a.m. Find out how you can create an individual health and wellness plan that is tailored toward your specific needs. Invite Health offers high-quality, science-backed supplements which they believe can lead to a healthier lifestyle for you. To find out more about Invite Health and what they can do for you, be sure to tune in this Saturday and Sunday at 11 a.m. or visit invitehealth.com. As we welcome you back, good morning. Bailey Coleman, Homer Blow in the building. And man, oh man, this was something that was quite interesting to me. I saw the other night where in McGuanago, the school district and the superintendent, who they put a school-wide, district-wide cell phone ban before the year started. And apparently, students aren't abiding by that. So they are allowed to bring their cell phones to school. Right.
What?
They are allowed to bring their cell phones to school, but they can't use them during school hours. And so what the McGuanago School District and the village of McGuanago, they were, getting upset that, people were still, students were still using their phones, that they said they were going to start giving out tickets. So the police will give you a ticket, or you will get a ticket by the officer inside the school for using your cell phone.
Oh, wow.
What do y'all think about that?
Huh.
Are they going to pay the ticket?
I don't know.
What happens if they don't pay the ticket? Do you get expelled? I mean, if there's not a serious
if there's no consequence going with that.
It's going to be TikToks all in McGuanago.
Exactly. Look, y'all, I got a ticket. Hey. Right. This is my first ticket. Yeah, is this like a driving ticket? No, this is a ticket for having my cell phone.
Right.
I mean, if they don't have to pay the ticket, there's no consequence to it.
There you go.
Well,
and it can't be like you get 20 tickets and then there's a point off your future driver's license.
Right.
I mean, that can't.
They're going to create the TikTok tear up the ticket challenge.
Exactly.
Exactly. I'm just putting it to you this way. I'm glad you all said those things because they have decided to table that ordinance. Because
they learned that day, huh?
Okay.
So they tabled it last night, after proposing it earlier in the week. And it would have, again, given students tickets for using their cell phones in school. And I've... I'm not sure, Bailey, if you were on the show when we have talked about this in terms of should there be a cell phone ban during school? I personally think so, but then you have the parents like, well, what if I need to get in touch with them? And
yeah, you know what? I mean, come on now. Let's be real. You need to get in touch with your child. Call the office.
Yep.
I mean, that's what
that's
we
how
used to do.
Yeah,
that's how you used to do it.
It's a more simpler fix even than that, in my opinion. Listen, if they know how to block/ban cell phone service in a facility, why not just put it on the school
because
and
I'll
the school
tell you
premises for that matter?
I'll tell you now, if you go to some of these fairs and festivals, if you don't have the cellular service that
that's right.
That is sponsoring their event, they'll block all your calls and stuff. So why not do it in school?
That's what I feel.
Because these people are doing all
science.
Exactly. These people doing all this kind of stuff, doing calling people when they want to get into fights and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Nah. Block that.
So
Block all that.
I totally think that it is. Yes, these phones are being used for the wrong reasons, and I mean, and that's possible because people will say, "Well, what if something happens and this, that, the other?" Like, how often do you call your kid at school?
Right.
Almost never.
And then on top of that, what do you need with them during school hours?
Exactly.
You know they are at school.
Exactly.
Just like when you are at work. They know you're at work.
Exactly.
And aren't you telling them to pay attention, stay focused in school?
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
How are you going to stay focused if I know I can just make that call at any time? And it also makes, in my opinion, the students have to respect the policies because if they do need to get in contact with their parent or their guardian, go to the office.
Yeah.
Yes.
Go to the office like we used to have.
Like
Raise your hand. Excuse me. I need to go to the office. I need to call my mama.
There you go. That's it.
I mean, that's all there is to it.
Yeah, but I mean, we also have to think about the educators as well. I mean, their jobs are already tough, and then you have another distraction away from them actually learning the lesson plan that you have prepared.
Right.
Absolutely.
And so, Truth Nation, hit us up, 833-212-1017. I think it raises an interesting question, and it's something that, it'll come up and then it'll just die off, but cell phones are still an issue within the school parameters.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. When they started allowing them to bring them at all.
Yeah.
And I think that just happened over time because people started using them more. But like I said, my son had no cell phone service for a long time. And then when he, Telly, you remember, right? And then when he did have cell phone service, there was no internet on it. I did not allow internet
You heard
service.
that, did you?
Yes.
I did not allow that.
She gave her son a cell phone.
Yes.
With no internet.
Listen, cell phones for everybody, adults, children, whatever, it's an addiction.
It is.
It is an addiction. So if you have
And
your
he
cell
needed
phone,
to pay attention in class.
you're going to be scrolling
Did that boy
TikTok.
wrong.
You're going to be scrolling. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All these different
But
stories.
she did
And
him
they go
wrong,
focus.
though. Homer, she did him wrong.
No.
Yes, she did. All his friends coming back telling him, "Hey man, did you see that so and so?" Man, I can't even check
But
my
guess
phone.
what? Guess what, Bailey? How well did he do in school?
He did good.
There you go. And if that's the reward, I'll accept that.
That's true. She still did him wrong, though.
She was just a concerned parent as opposed to being a PWK.
Yeah, yeah, that's true.
There
That's
you go.
true. That's
There
true.
you go. Plus, I mean, come on, let's be real. I mean, I waited for a long time. At that point, kids were getting cell phones in middle school at that point when he was coming up. And I was just like, nah. And and like at the end of middle school, when he was about to go into high school, I said, okay, here's the phone. And I was like, you got to manage your minutes.
Then gave him a minute.
When,
I'm telling you,
was prime code. Call me after 7.
If Bailey was my mama and she came to me and said that, I'm like, you know what? Keep it, man. I'll find a way to get me a burner phone on the streets. There's too many restrictions with this.
Look, he opened that phone because it was like a Christmas birthday and stuff like that. He opened that phone. He was like, Mom, there's no internet on this phone.
Right,
and I was like, but it's a phone. You can call me.
Absolutely.
Look, you call me when you need me. Hey, you can even plug your granny phone number in there.
There you go.
Your auntie, your uncle. Just give us a call anytime.
Absolutely.
Hey, you could even text too. He's like, Mom, there's like, you got to text, the old school way with the 3 letters.
With the numbers that you got to hit the...
and all of that.
Oh, my God.
Yes. Shout out to T9. Shout out to T9.
So has that changed your mind yet? Did she do him wrong?
No. No.
Oh, my God.
No, because I feel like
that story didn't get worse for you?
No, because again, look at where we are now. Look at where we are now. There's
Homer got my back.
Yeah, there's more focus on the cell phone than trying to actually educate themselves.
But I see what's going on now, but that was wrong then.
But does she have a successful child? Yes.
But
so it was worth it.
See, that's the interesting thing about that, when you say, did she have a successful child? And then and I'll say we because black people do it all the time. They'll point at one thing and be like, he used to get whoopings. You see how he turned out? And, there's some people that got whoopings that didn't turn out that well, too, now.
Right.
There are some. And
But not on her watch.
Look, a lot of them blame those whoopings, too. They be like, you know what took me out.
See, even Venus hit us up on our YouTube message board and said, Bailey, girl, you wrong for that.
No, she's not.
I'm telling you, that was a memorable moment for me when you told me that story. And he opened it up, and I was just like, man.
Good. Listen,
I would start crying, man.
listen, when you could buy your own phone, then
You can figure out.
Yeah, you can do that.
You can figure that out.
Right.
But, man,
Look,
there's no way I could have got away with that with my daughter.
Fast forward to today, he got a better phone than I do. Absolutely.
there you go. As he should. He earned that phone.
That I paid for.
No, motivation.
Look, that I paid for.
That's a reward. See, that's where I'm talking about. You got to have some rewards.
I like Christmas gifts like that. Those are good Christmas gifts.
I agree, but you were still wrong for that back then.
What?
Telly.
Wait a minute. It didn't get. It didn't get what.
Telly.
You know what though?
Telephone.
It was okay. Let me tell you something. It didn't
Wrong.
It really did not. Really get back because he would just hide the phone when he was at school. He didn't try and show it off. Mm-hmm. But when we got to Seattle,
I wouldn't either. That's like having somebody just a donkey on your shirt and saying it's polo.
wait. So
you get beat up for that, man.
Shout out to my nieces and nephews in Seattle because they were the ones that were like. Your mama did you like that?
they hooked him up.
They was like, that's all right, we got you. How you gonna do him like that? I didn't hear the backlash from but with my nieces and nephews, they let it go. They get the ribbon and all that, and they worse than you. Yeah. They was going. I was like, I felt bad. I was like, come on, kiddo, let's go to T-Mobile.
Let's go.
Now. Let's go and get your new phone right now.
I was with you, Bailey. I was with you. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah. You can't just be,
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
It is what it is.
No internet, and I got to watch my minutes.
Now you gotta watch your minutes. When you run out of minutes,
what was it back then? I'm trying to remember. Wasn't it free after? But
yeah,
no, wasn't it free after?
Nights, it was free nights and weekends.
Yeah, free nights and weekends. Mm-hmm. Free nights and weekends.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Call me after 7.
Doesn't that sound crazy now?
Like you would literally answer the phone and be like, "Call me back after 7.
Call me back after 7. I'm low."
Yeah.
I'm low.
I only got 3 minutes left till the weekend. You better call me. Call me later. Yeah.
Shout out to the people that still got that minute plan.
Okay.
Right. Because it's still out there.
Wait a minute. No. And my older sister, shout out to Gail. Let me tell you something. She got a regular phone. Ain't no restrictions and stuff. You call her, you talking to her for about a minute. She like, I got to save my minutes. I got to get on the phone. I'm like, girl, it ain't like that no more. What you doing?
What you talking about? Sister.
You better...
I gotta watch my minutes. Sister. I call you black in a minute.
Oh, man. Oh, my
Sister. God. You know I still got that old plan.
That old plan.
Right. Okay. I'm like, girl, if you don't.
Man, oh, man. So, look, y'all. Bailey was wrong for that. Anyway, 833-212-1017 if you want to get involved with this conversation. When we return, we will get into this Bobby Portis burglary. It just didn't seem as random, and it may not be as random as we first thought it was. We will get into that on the other side of the break. Keep it locked right here on Truth Be Told with DT and Telly.
Don't touch that dial. Truth Be Told with DT and Telly will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Are you or anyone you know looking to open a small business or learn the industry? Attend the City of Milwaukee 9th District Business Conference November 21st from 9:30 a.m. to 3 p.m. at Ross Innovative Employment Solutions. Brought to you by Milwaukee 9th District Alderwoman Larissa Taylor, helping you take your next steps towards financial empowerment. Sponsored by Alderwoman Larissa Taylor of the 9th District of the City of Milwaukee. City of Milwaukee, Granville, BID, Ross Innovative Employment Solutions.
Tired of having to decline food at a potluck where you don't know where the food came from?
Don't you let your cats on your kitchen counters?
Host your next holiday with Shawnee's Exquisite Catering, now booking holiday office and corporate parties, or perhaps a private chef for your intimate family holiday gathering, or add to your Thanksgiving meal. Pick up sides such as Southern-style cornbread dressing, candied yams, baked macaroni and cheese, collard greens, and more. And for desserts, peach cobbler and sweet potato pie. Connect on Facebook or Instagram, Shawnee's Exquisite Catering, or call 414-216-3469.
It's time for Truth Takes, a thought-provoking commentary on the new 1017 The Truth. Here is Tory Lowe with his truth.
Breaking news, Milwaukee County Medical Examiner's Office is investigating the death of 43-year-old Devontae L. Mitchell outside of the Hyatt Regency on Sunday as a homicide. Breaking news, a Milwaukee mother is speaking out after her 17-year-old daughter, Amira Wallace, was shot and killed at Milwaukee's Deneen Park. This happened just after midnight on July 22nd. Breaking news, according to a sheriff's office report, Sean Grayson said he shot Sonia Massey after fearing she would throw boiling water at him, which would have caused great bodily harm or death. Breaking news, body cam video shows fatal police shooting of 4-year-old Illinois boy and man holding him hostage. Police responding to a domestic violence call shot a 4-year-old named Terrell Marshawn Miller and his mother's boyfriend. Now that I have your attention, these are families that are more than just a news story. These are families who are hurting. These are families that are searching for justice. As a community, it's our duty to get involved and make sure we do our part to make sure that these families receive the justice that they're searching for. Today, it's their families in the news. Tomorrow is yours. This is why it's important for us to make sure that we stay on the front lines and make sure that we do our part to help change what's going on in our neighborhood. Whether it's police brutality, whether it's senseless violence, whether it's human trafficking, we all can do our part and help each and every family that's affected negatively in our communities get justice.
This has been Truth Takes on the new 1017 The Truth. Listen to The Tory Lowe Show weekdays from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m.
It is a brutal ride out there right now. You want to be extra careful no matter where you go. Snow-covered and slick conditions. First of all, westbound 94 in Johnson Creek. We got highway right about at Highway 26. Westbound 94 is closed because of this. Law enforcement is using the off and on ramps at Highway 26 to get around this. Then we've also got a crash on 43 northbound at Hampton Avenue, left shoulder blocked. Eastbound 94, right just past Highway F in Waukesha County. The right lane closed with a crash there. Another one on westbound 94 just west of Highway 100 with the right shoulder blocked, with a couple of accidents northbound on 41, 2 right lanes blocked with a broken down vehicle actually right about at North Avenue. Another incident on southbound 41 as you're making your way past Hampton Avenue. It's at the Hampton Avenue on-ramp there, so just be extra careful. Very slippery conditions pretty much everywhere. And checking the TMJ4 Storm King forecast. Today, morning snow snow, turning over to rain in the afternoon, but we're going to get 1 to 2 inches in Milwaukee, 2 to 4 to the north and west. Very windy with a high of 41. Tonight, rain showers and cloudy, above freezing, breezy with a low of 37. For the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 101.7 The Truth.
You are listening to Truth Be Told with DT and Telly on 101.7 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
What's up, Truth Nation? Welcome back to Truth Be Told with DT and Telly. Bailey Coleman, Homer Blow in the building. And for DT this morning, it is Thursday, November 21st. And it's going to be a lot of snow out there, y'all. So be careful. Leave a little earlier.
Are we still at just like an inch here in Milwaukee? Is that what their prediction is?
Saying at least a couple of inches, maybe.
Yes. So this is the first snow of the year and of the season. So make sure that you leave maybe a little earlier than you typically do. I know that means you got to get up a little earlier and get going a little earlier, but it's definitely worth it as opposed to running late and these roads are slick.
Yep. And if you are coming off any of the off ramps and on ramps, they are still extremely slippery.
Yeah, they are. From Milwaukee to Menominee Falls and back, I could tell you this morning, slippery. So be careful, guys.
Yes. Be careful.
You would have thought I was a reckless driver coming down that ramp. I was like, and I wasn't going fast, but I'm glad I wasn't. But I was doing what they call the shake your nay-nay when we called it fishtailing. But them in stolen vehicles, they call it the shake your nay-nay. So when you see them swerving, they call it the shake your nay-nay.
When did that? Yeah, when was it renamed? It was fishtailing forever.
With the youth.
Like forever.
With the youth.
Wow.
They came up with their own thing. It's called the shake your nay-nay.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you a new thing that has happened to several very famous athletes, and it's been all linked together now. And I'm talking about the burglaries of the homes of Bobby Portis of the Milwaukee Bucks, of course. And we recall when his River Hills home was broken into, he took to social media and said, hey, if there's anybody that knows, and, I consider Milwaukee my home. This was his quote. I consider Milwaukee my home. Last night while I was at work, my home was burglarized and many of my prized possessions were stolen. If you have any tips or info, please send them to info@bobbyportis.com. Rewards for info leading to recovery or arrests. Now, with Bobby saying that, saying I consider Milwaukee my home, and while I was at work, someone burglarized my home, that made it definitely seem like this was a local crime, of course.
Right.
And come to find out that all of these crimes that have happened to other professional athletes, one, the Patrick Mahomes, Kansas City Chiefs quarterback, and Chiefs tight end Travis Kelce, and Minnesota Timberwolf Mike Conley, they all had their homes broken into while they were at work, like Bobby said.
Right.
Now, when Mike Conley's home was broken into, he was at a Minnesota Vikings game. He was a special guest, so they knew he wouldn't be there. And then the other two times with Mahomes and Kelsey's homes, they both were playing while this was taking place.
Wow.
So, and now there are reports that this is linked to a South American crime ring.
Wow.
And there have been reports, and someone told ABC News that it appears that the burglars in the Portis case were speaking a different language.
Wow.
So,
It wasn't Pookie in there.
Yeah, right. It was not.
Well, looking at the video, I knew it wasn't Pookie and them.
Oh, right. Because I saw the video.
Yeah, the video showed me. They were like, hello, answering phones and all kind of stuff. And like just taking time. Unfortunately, for the inner city and other places that
you
have
usually
these,
get the blame first.
but they in and out.
Right.
They not trying to sit there and talk in front of the front door where they know it's cameras and all of that.
Right.
They trying to get in and get out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These people were having a little meeting and hold on a second. Let me see what he say. I'm like, nah, this ain't us.
Yeah.
They not like us.
No, they not like us. We be in and out. Side window, side door.
Yeah. and it's just, that is so unfortunate. But if you could find out where these athletes live, that is so dangerous because everyone knows their schedule.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Right. It's not like you got to guess when they have a game
But some people leave, people at their house, right?
Mm-hmm.
Some people have people at their house.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, they they definitely have measures to protect.
Yeah. They do, but unfortunately this time for him it didn't work.
No.
Right?
No. And I mean, but you can only wonder, especially if you are a professional athlete or entertainer, that man, have they been targeting me? Am I next? And but I'm sure that more security, and that just heightens their measures of making sure that them and their families are safe. But man, I just what seemed like just a local crime, somebody just trying to come up. We find out it's way bigger than that.
Right.
Yeah.
Way bigger than that. So
yeah, he probably won't ever see his stuff again. Unfortunately.
Man.
When it's something like that. But it's a national crime ring.
But here's the thing with that though, like
why pick Bobby Porter? Why not pick somebody?
Like why Bobby and what are you going to do with these prized possessions?
Yeah, I was going to say, where are you going to get rid of it at? Where you going to hide it?
Yeah.
Like you can't just go to
the world is looking for it.
Right.
Yeah. Well, why the dude from the Kansas City Chiefs? And what they gonna do with his stuff?
Well, I mean, he signed a $500 million contract.
Right.
I could kind of see,
Yeah.
That might be somebody's house that if I'm a burglar, they may have some stuff. We don't know what he took from Patrick Mahomes' house.
Yeah.
I mean, we just know about Bobby Portis, but
we still don't know what did he list in it? Did he list what they took?
It's probably in his best interest to not list it, to be honest.
Did they get his ring?
But at the same time,
he can get another one of those.
Yeah.
At the same time, is it really good to not list it or say it because people should know what they're looking for? You know what I mean? If people want to help.
Well, people know his number and stuff, right? His jersey and
yeah. But if you kind of say
Portis Jr. on the back,
it was this or it was that, then people be like, okay, because people are out here trying to buy. Different things. But if you know
all that stuff is going to end up in somebody's basement, and years from now, when that person passes on, then their family's going to go down there and say, "Oh, this is that guy from the Bucks. This is his jersey."
Yeah. So, but what did you get from it?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Some people, it's just the fact that they have it.
Yeah. But what they're saying is you don't want to discount a local person, but I'm just looking at some of the other things that, there were striking similarities clearly with all these burglaries. And with Travis Kelce, thieves stole $20,000 in cash and caused $1,000 in damage to a back door while the Chiefs were playing a Monday Night Football game. And just one day before, officers were called to the Mahomes home, and but it's not clear if anything was taken. And with Mike Conley, thieves got away with jewelry. So, but yeah, that seems extremely random. And again, hopefully Bobby does get these things back in his possession at some point. We don't know what these, his prized possessions are. And Chauncey hit us up on our talking text line. Chauncey says, fortunately, those folk have very high-end home insurance that covers everything with the exception of sentimental items. Yeah, I mean, again.
And it sounds like he's more concerned about the sentimental items.
Right.
Yeah.
As opposed to the things that are insured.
Not the things that are insured.
Right.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You know,
Absolutely.
and again, the show that They Not Like Us, whoever this crime ring is, in my opinion, when people snatch other artists' necklaces, jewelry, they go right to TikTok or Instagram and they make it a video. Yeah, we got it.
We got it. Yep.
We got it. And give us X amount if you want it black. So, you know,
Yeah.
we've been out there on a different level.
Yeah. This seems weird, but it also lets you know how vulnerable, some of these very wealthy athletes can be at times.
Yeah,
and,
absolutely.
And you just got to make sure that you and your family are protected, and you got to do whatever measures or whatever cost that takes. You got to make sure you do that. So, I hope for Bobby's sake he is able to get that, and all the ones that are victimized, because there's nothing like getting your home broken into.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't even feel the same afterwards, because that always is kind of in the back of your mind of, okay, they've done it once, maybe somebody else can, try to come. So, I mean, that's very unfortunate, but again, hopefully there is some resolution to this sooner rather than later. On the other side of the break, we're going to dive into some other hot topics that I know people are really talking about, and that is one of them are the nominees that Trump continues to pick on a daily basis. Now we got WWE co-founder Linda McMahon for Education Secretary. Yesterday it was Dr. Oz over Medicare and Medicaid, and for some reason it seems like a certain group of people have been kind of closed out of these appointments.
Black people.
We'll get into that on the other side of the break.
Don't touch that dial. Truth Be Told with DT and Telly will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Thank you to Associated Bank for being a founding partner of the award-winning 1017 The Truth. Together, we are committed to uplifting local organizations and supporting Black-owned businesses. So make sure you tune into Jammin' with Juice on Thanksgiving Day and Black Friday as we speak with Black-owned businesses about their journeys through entrepreneurship, and encourage you to support local small businesses on Saturday, November 30th for Small Business Saturday. Whatever your financial needs are, Associated Bank can help. Member FDIC.
Are record energy costs putting a squeeze on your fixed or limited incomes? With limited incomes not keeping up with the lingering effects of inflation, you might be one of tens of thousands of Wisconsin residents who are struggling to survive in the blistering heat of summer or the bitter cold of winter. While you haven't asked for it, the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund and your local energy assistance providers are here to help. No Wisconsin resident should ever have to face the challenge of living without heat or power or face homelessness. For a hand up, apply today and call 1-800-506-5596. That's 800-506-5596. Or visit www.kwwf.org.
What's poppin', Truth Nation? It's your girl, Noni Juice, here for my friends at Steinhafels. And there is nothing better than a great night's sleep on a Tempur-Pedic mattress from Steinhafels. The advanced pressure relieving power makes aches and pains a thing of the past. Right now at Steinhafels, you can save up to $300 on mattresses and up to $200 when you upgrade to an adjustable base. Plus, you can get $300 in Steinhafels cash. And Queen Tempur-Pedic mattresses start at just $48 per month when you use Steinhafels' 60-month financing. Shop in-store or online at steinhafels.com.
Associated Bank knows your small business isn't just a venture. It's your dream and a vital part of the community. And we're not just a bank. We're your neighbors. We're looking out for you. That's why Associated Bank offers quick online applications and approvals with funding in as fast as one business day, checking with no minimum balances or maintenance fees, and prompt customer service. Explore our products at associatedbank.com/business or visit a branch for more details. Subject to credit approval. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Experience, knowledge, results. That's what really matters when you need help after a serious truck accident. You'll need a lawyer experienced in fighting and winning for people just like you. Gruber Law Offices has the resources, strong track record of success, and a team of experienced lawyers to take care of your needs. We've successfully helped people injured in big truck accidents for more than 35 years. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
You are listening to Truth Be Told with DT and Telly on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Truth Nation, it's College Month on the award-winning 1017 The Truth, and we want to help your young scholar get those free scholarship dollars. All month long, we will be highlighting local universities who offer full tuition scholarships and local organizations who help students find thousands of dollars in scholarships each year. So be sure to tune into The Truth all month long so you do not miss this important information on how your student can go to college and be debt-free. College Scholarship Month on The Truth is sponsored by Concordia University, Wisconsin, Live Uncommon, and Educators Credit Union, achieving more together. Bailey Coleman, Homer Blow in the building for DT this morning. Welcome back to Truth Be Told with DT and Telly. We were discussing Bobby Portis' home being burglarized as possibly part of a South American crime ring targeting pro athletes, and again, hopefully they figure this out, and hopefully they can stop before other athletes are targeted. And speaking of Bobby Portis, his teammate, Pat Connaughton, man, got to make the announcement. The Pat Connaughton Foundation proudly celebrated the ribbon cutting of 6 newly revitalized basketball courts at Moe Park. That's a great thing when the Bucks are able to give back to the community, and I mean with brand new courts and revitalizing it as such a historic park. That's a really cool thing.
That's nice.
Yeah. When because these players, they're not from Milwaukee, and when you come, it's just you come here to do a job. But when you see some of them go out of their way to be a part of the community and doing this, because let's be real, at the end of the day, Pat Connaughton didn't have to do this for the city of Milwaukee.
Not at all. Not at all.
And I love that the other 4 remaining parks that are planned, the Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Center at 1531 West Valete, that they're on the project to be one of the next parks, and as well as Lincoln Park is also on there.
Yeah.
So again, in my opinion, it's impacting our communities that really need, that.
Yeah.
And we're talking about what some of the youth don't have, and we know that there are some that love to play basketball, and it is what it is. And to know that you're on a state-of-the-art type of court, it makes you hopefully, respect it and be like, you know what? Wow, we got this, we got that.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that it'll also help to be a part of the change that we need in our community to where, people can respect what we got. We see so much disrespect. So hopefully this will make you feel good about your neighborhood park.
Right.
Yes,
right.
yes. And I know we did not get a chance to do it because there's been so much that has been going on. But rest in peace. When you talk about helping out the community and doing things that is going to help the youth. Rest in peace to James Beckham.
Yes.
Right.
Yes, who was the co-founder of Beckham Stapleton Little League here in Milwaukee. We, anybody that has any sort of connection to the community and knows what his impact was. It was just, it was incredible. And Mr. Beckham passed away. I want to say it was 2 weeks ago, like November 12th, something like that. And he was 95 years old. So, I mean, and it's just those things where it was important for him to make sure that baseball was a part of the community. And if that's something you wanted to do, there was an opportunity for you to do it.
Right.
Yeah. And it was even greater than just baseball. It was softball. It was football teams. You know, it's active. You get what I'm saying? Giving something for the youth and the children to be active in, so they wouldn't be idle. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And you don't need internet on your phone when you're going to baseball and softball and football practice. You feel what I'm saying?
Exactly.
No,
Can't tell it.
Hey,
great man, though.
You know,
great man.
I had a pager when I was coming up, so I mean, look. And they took that when you brought it in the classroom.
See what I'm saying? So, but great man. Of course, his legacy has been solidified decades ago. You know, with some of the parents and guardians in our city that can say that, you know what, you helped my son, you helped my daughter, and because of that, you know, I don't have to go visit him or her in a prison.
Exactly.
They gained a passion, and even if they didn't know that they were interested, it gave them something like, you know what, I like going. Mama, I got to be at practice. Daddy, you taking me to practice. You know what I'm saying? So that motivation, it's those type of things that make the deepest impact on our community, in my opinion.
Yeah, and it may not seem like it's a big deal, but that's the same platform that these courts can do for these kids that are coming up now. Now you have somewhere to go, and it's a nice place. And it's now, besides, hey, I'm just going to hang out on the corner. Hey, man, they hooping at the park at 3 o'clock, man. It'd be some good games on Saturdays and woo. So, I mean, you create that by giving them a place where they can go and be safe, and it's nice.
Absolutely. And bring more tournaments for the different age groups, and you knowing that you're playing on a great basketball court.
Yes, absolutely. All right, we are going to dive into hour number 2 when we return. Again, Bailey Coleman, Homer Blow in the building for DT. When we come back, again, we will dive into some of these picks that President-elect Donald Trump have been making and the ones that he hasn't been making. More after this.
Truth Nation, let us take a second to brag for a moment. There is no other station in the country where you get a front row seat to hear from some of the biggest names in politics, pop culture, and sports. People like President Joe Biden.
Black child poverty was cut in half in 2021. We built black wealth, 15 million jobs nationwide, more than 2.5 million for black Americans. Black wealth is up 60% since the pandemic.
Former President Donald Trump's son, Eric Trump.
Guys, we almost had a former president and very likely future president assassinated on live TV. Like, you know what that would have done for this country? You know what that would have made our country look like? We would look like a banana republic.
And Brewers all-star and former National League MVP Christian Yelich.
Listen, you already know.
Yeah, we got we were just in LA, so we heard our fair share of Kendrick out there in LA. Dodger Stadium has one of the best sound systems in baseball too.
Tap into the award-winning and nationally recognized 1017 The Truth by downloading the Truth app, listening live on 1017thetruth.com, and streaming us live at 1017 The Truth on YouTube.
When severe weather hits and the power goes out, do you have a plan? For reliable power and peace of mind, propane can do that. It only takes about 10 seconds for a propane-powered generator to restore power to your home. So no matter what Mother Nature has in store, you know you're prepared. Learn more at WIPGA.org. This message is sponsored by your local propane provider and the Wisconsin Propane Education and Research Council.
Victor deployed for the first time to Afghanistan in 2003. He sustained a moderate traumatic brain injury. One of the most important elements of caregiving is taking care of yourself.
For many military veteran caregivers, their caregiving journey starts earlier in life and lasts longer. Visit aarp.org/caregiving for a free military veterans guide to navigate your caregiving journey and better care for your loved one and yourself. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
Join the movement. Listen to the Tori Lowe Show on 101.7 FM, 1510 AM WGKB Waukesha, and W269DL Milwaukee, the locally owned Good Karma brand station. You are listening to Truth Be Told with DT and Telly on 101.7 The Truth app, and 101.7thetruth.com.
Man, oh man, Ricky. Hour number 2. Good morning. If you're just joining us, welcome to Truth Be Told with DT and Telly. We have 2 legends in the building. We're going to start with Homer. Homer Blow.
Homer Blow. You're going to learn today. Mama, that ain't man again. Man, listen.
And you know, this live radio, this Truth Be Told, we keep it real.
Yes, sir.
We're waiting on Bailey to get back in the studio. She needed to replenish on her caffeine intake.
I was going to talk to her like she's still here.
Yeah, hey, look, no, we keep it real, man, because it's all good. I mean, people need to know we're human, and these ain't normal hours.
Well, you know, I look at them as normal hours.
You do?
Yeah. You listen.
That's a sign that you know.
I have a philosophy about it.
Okay.
My philosophy is just like with going to school. All right. We knew that we had to get up early. We had to get up early and make sure that, you know, everything was right. We ended up taking a bath, taking a shower, whatever it was, and making sure that you were clean, had time to eat you some breakfast, and then have to be at school at 7-something in the morning. You get out at 3 then, but like 2-something now. It was getting you ready for the workforce.
Yeah.
It was getting you ready. So you are used to having to get up early in the morning when you got a first shift job.
Yes.
Whether it's 9 to 5 or whatever.
I agree with that all the way up until college, because when I got to college,
Telly?
because I purposely scheduled afternoon classes. I never had a class before 10 o'clock.
Boom.
My senior year, I had to take this specific class, and they only offered it at like 9 o'clock. But other than that, I wasn't getting up, man.
Well, see, that's why you were preparing yourself for a second shift job.
Now you're talking. Now you're talking. No, seriously, because when do most sporting events happen?
Absolutely.
At night.
There it is.
And I started my broadcast career in local television. When are the newscasts? At night.
At night.
So you're right. Yeah. I never looked at it that way. I just looked at it like I just want to sleep in.
Right.
Yeah. No. I look at it as all a part of it. It all plays a part in it. And like I say, I was like, why do we got to get up so early? But again, after you ended up leaving school and you were able to get a job, and it was like, okay, I got to get up in the morning, and because we're used to hearing people say the 9 to 5.
Right.
So with that, now you may have children yourself.
Right.
And you got to make sure that they're going to be right and that they're going to be ready to get dropped off at daycare or at school,
right?
And all of those things. And all those things are going to take you having to be up much earlier than you being in at 9 a.m.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
So it sets you. That's how
it sets you up for like you said, the real world. Yeah.
These one-offs, though.
Yeah.
One thing I know about radio is that those 2 in there, those legends in there, they used to be program directors. Program directors don't sleep. That's one thing I can tell you about those 2. They don't sleep.
I sleeps.
They sleep in increments.
That is true.
When that phone rings, you better pick up.
We are 24/7 people.
Yeah, well, here's the deal. I used to just set my alarm. I would set my alarm, especially if somebody was working overnights or something like that. I'd set my alarm for 1 o'clock in the morning, turn on the radio, and then pick up the phone.
There you go.
Hey, what's going on? What you doing? Right. Okay. Why we got dead air?
That part. that part.
You sleep?
And,
no, I'm not asleep.
right. And if you know
Can't
real
tell.
radio, you know real radio,
Can't
be like,
tell.
when that warm line flash, you got to be on it.
Heck yeah.
You know what I mean? Other than that, we're going to have to have a conversation.
Exactly.
Well, you were speaking of how those things kind of set you up for the real world.
Mm-hmm.
There were some people that thought they were getting set up for some cabinet jobs with President-elect Donald Trump, and it quite hasn't happened that way. Now, we have discussed the lack of any color with any of his picks so far. And
well, he had plenty of color during his, campaign. There was always that one black guy in the background, usually on the left side. Just, shout out to the brother on the left.
Well,
did y'all know him?
I didn't know.
But what I can say is that he got left out.
Because you look at this cabinet so far, and the two newest additions are WWE co-founder Linda McMahon for Education Secretary, and you also have Dr. Oz that'll be over Medicare and Medicaid. And Homer, I know I came to you this morning. I said, man, I can only imagine what Rush Limbaugh would be if he was alive.
Oh, yeah.
He would be his vice president.
He probably would be, yeah.
Yep.
Probably.
And they would totally have been on board with it.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And I mean, just think about some of these picks. It's so funny because they're like, I think, y'all know, Dr. Phil was at the Republican convention, endorsing Donald Trump.
Mm-hmm.
He mad now. He done pulled his endorsement back. And I think it's because this whole Dr. Oz appointment.
Tell him why you mad, son.
I mean, the minute Dr. Oz was named, Dr. Phil was like, no, I wasn't really. What had happened was Kamala and them didn't want to shout me out, didn't want to do an interview. That's why I got mad. That's why we pulled it.
So you know what's going on.
That's what he's allegedly saying.
You know what all of these, the black people that didn't get anything,
Oh,
and some of the other people, they got this new thing called regretitis. So, so they're dealing with regretitis.
Right. Well, they don't want to. Okay. Here's what they're really saying. They didn't want to be DEI picks.
Right.
That's what it. They just.
That's what you're gonna go with.
I think that's what they're going with. They don't want it to look that way.
Okay.
Well,
I got a few names I'm going to throw out there in a minute, but before I do, is this Madi or Majee? Madi?
Yes. Top of the morning.
Good morning.
Great morning.
Good morning, Mr. Blow, Mr. TH, and Mr. DC. I just wanted to say to Truth Nation about the Portis situation. Can you hear me?
Yep, we got you.
Yeah,
yes, I just
loud and clear.
I just want to. Okay, yeah, I'm from Chicago. My mama always taught me that you don't invite people into your house. And then she said to me that if your house ever get broken into, it's going to always be somebody that you invited in or somebody that you know. Anytime I had break-ins of my vehicles and my homes, it was always somebody that you know. So, word to the wise, to Truth Nation, keep people out your house. Keep people out your house because my grandmama always said that the enemy can't never hurt you. There's always somebody that you let get close to. And just like Tupac said, keep your enemies close and watch your homies. So I just want to really thank you guys for putting out the information to Truth Nation. And we really do love you guys. We appreciate you guys so much. Y'all keep me going in this truck and keep me laughing.
Thank you.
God bless y'all. God bless y'all. Love y'all, man. All right, thanks.
Appreciate it, Madi. Let's go to Jay. Jay, you are on Truth Be Told. Bailey and Homer, good morning.
Hey, good morning, Telly. What's up there, Mr. Blow?
Bless.
And good morning there, Miss BC. How you doing?
Very
good. Hey, man, you know what? It doesn't make any sense to me, but you know what? That's what happened. All that, especially Mushmouth. I had to call him Mushmouth. I love you, Donald Trump. Call you Mushmouth, Mr. Scott. If you put a skull cap over, he look just like dude.
Yeah, you're right.
And Brian Donald, I mean, come on, man. Oh, Donald Trump this, Donald Trump that. And all of a sudden, he's all up in the, he all in the barbershop. And all of a sudden, now he don't get a position. I said, that's what y'all get.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what y'all get.
Yeah.
Y'all done kissed the ring, and he tell y'all, I'll see y'all another time. Because y'all remember David Clark, he was doing all that too. Oh, yeah, I got you, Trump. He came in and said, well, I wait for my position. He said, well, you just stay where you are, brother.
Thank you for the call.
They fell for the banana and the tailpipe.
Oh,
Yeah,
no, for
every
sure.
time.
And I'm about to reveal this list. Thank you so much, Jay, for your call and always listening.
All right, man.
There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 names I'm about to give you that were very visible, loud campaigners for Donald Trump. You have Candace Owens.
Yeah.
Political commentator. She is yet to get a job.
She ain't finna get no job.
Ben Carson, former Secretary of HUD, Housing, Urban Development.
He done made his money, and I'm sure he took the desk or whatever that was with him when he ordered blah, blah, blah.
Still trying to figure out how a brain surgeon becomes the Secretary of HUD, but that's a whole nother story.
He already made it.
The previously mentioned Tim Scott.
Oh, yeah.
U.S. Senator of South Carolina.
Yeah.
Mark Robinson, Lieutenant Governor of North Carolina.
Well, he had to step out.
Herschel Walker, Georgia Senate nominee.
Right.
Republican nominee.
Yeah.
Byron Donalds, U.S. Representative from Florida.
Yeah.
And what about your boy? We all love this guy, Daniel Cameron. And if that name doesn't ring a bell, he is the former Attorney General of Kentucky that did not want to press any charges against the officers who went into Breonna Taylor's home and shot her in cold blood. So those are the 7 that were out here stomping and saying that Trump is this and he's going to take care of us and he's not a racist and he loves us. And out of all of these picks he's made so far, I think he's made over 20 picks. None of them of color. Al, you're on Truth Be Told with DT and Telly. Well, it's Bailey and Homer today. Good morning. What's your question or comment?
My comment or my question is where is the Black Velvet Parmesan Mad Dog 2020 hell at here in Milwaukee? Because I'm trying to figure out. Every day was talking all these conservative morals and values, and my thing is how does it taste to stand behind a fart mule? Because those same black Republicans here who was pushing all them lies on the truth, they quiet as a church mouse. Because I know they would be the first one to raise $100,000 worth of hell. Maybe it was a fetish for the orange skin and race type. Because even after this, they're still making decisions at the gas pump. What do you think about that? Now hang up and listen.
Thank you for your call, Al, and I will gladly answer your question and respond, but it's going to have to come after the break. I just got the voice in my ear that we got to get to break, pay some bills, but
we're going to no lies detected. That's my answer.
Hey,
no lies detected.
Hey, that's the short version. We're going to get the other versions on the other side of the break. Keep it locked right here on Truth Be Told with DT and Telly.
Don't touch that dial. Truth Be Told with DT and Telly will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Truth Nation!
And all our juicy jammers out there.
Make certain that you tap into Jam with Juice each and every day so you can quench your thirst.
That is right. You already know you can sip on us every single day, like Benjamin said, from 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. But that's not all, y'all.
Catch us exclusively on YouTube for our 6 to 7 show.
Yep, only on Thursdays.
Catch Jamming with Juice each and every day on 1017 The Truth.
Now sip on that.
Sometimes it takes a breakdown to have a breakthrough. And at Vin Baker Recovery, they understand the power of having real support while you're on that journey to recovery. This is why at Vin Baker Recovery, they customize treatment plans specific for your needs. Vin Baker Recovery provides our community and anyone looking for help with access to mental health care and recovery support, helping you treat addiction. So whether opioid abuse, alcohol, or other controlled substances, Vin Baker Recovery helps you get back to the lifestyle that you know will be the best option for your future. Vin Baker Recovery offers licensed counseling and therapy services to curb the mental health problems that have been impacting our communities for far too long. They provide services like medication-assisted treatment, outpatient care, and hub and spoke services with peer support. So what are you waiting for? Vin Baker Recovery accepts walk-ins and appointments. It's just that easy. Just visit VinBakerRecovery.com. That's VinBakerRecovery.com. They're here to help you win the day.
Hi, Drew and Jonathan Scott here, reminding you that American Family Insurance agents can help build a customized renter's policy so you can protect stuff like this, or this, or even this. Oh, well, case in point. Life's better when you're under American Family's roof. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company SI and its operating company 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Associated Bank knows your small business isn't just a venture. It's your dream and a vital part of the community. And we're not just a bank. We're your neighbors. We're looking out for you. That's why Associated Bank offers quick online applications and approvals with funding in as fast as one business day, checking with no minimum balances or maintenance fees, and prompt customer service. Explore our products at associatedbank.com/business or visit a branch for more details. Subject to credit approval. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
In our community, you will find a Center for Food Security. You'll discover a Center for Behavioral Health Support, a proven Center for Home Care, a successful Center for Employment, a Center for Trauma Recovery, and more. We are Centers for Independence. Find out how you can support Centers for Independence's work and mission at cfihope.org/independence.
You are listening to Truth Be Told with DT and Telly on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Hey, do your thing. Hey, do your thing.
Special thank you to Associated Bank for being a founding partner of the award-winning 1017 The Truth. Together, we are committed to uplifting local organizations and supporting Black-owned businesses. Be sure to tune into Jammin' with Juice on Thanksgiving Day and Black Friday as they interview Black entrepreneurs and encourage you to buy local on Small Business Saturday. Whatever your financial needs are, Associated Bank can help. Member FDIC. And also remember, buy Black on Small Business Saturday. As we welcome you back to Truth Be Told, Bailey Coleman, Homer Bailey in the Homer Bailey. Homer Blow. You know what? There was a pitcher named Homer Bailey that pitched for the Cincinnati Reds. So my bad.
We go.
But Homer Blow, my bad. I can't mess up no legend's name. My fault. But Al had an interesting question, and after further thought, Homer, I'm with you. No lies detected. Black Republican, especially Trump supporters, have been extremely quiet since the election. Maybe there's still, some gloating, or they're still celebrating, but you can't turn a blind eye to what's already going on. And with some of these picks and the controversial, the controversy behind some of these picks, and yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. But can't say, we didn't talk about these things.
Right.
We didn't talk about these things.
Right.
You can't say, man, I ain't know he was going to do that.
Everybody all quiet, right? Everybody like, wow.
He really doing what he said he was going to do.
Matt Gaetz.
Right.
Matt Gaetz. I mean,
And
Chief Wingding of the
oh, by the way, his pick for Secretary of Defense is it Hegseth?
Hegseth.
Hegseth.
Yeah.
Okay. Police report reveals new details from sexual assault claim against Hegseth.
Right.
So, two of the people you just picked for very prominent positions. Attorney General, that's a big thing. Over the Pentagon, you over a lot of different agencies.
Right.
Secretary of Defense.
Right.
And these picks, they both are embattled in sexual assault cases. Gates allegedly had sex with a 17-year-old, and Hegseth, who has, by the way, 7 kids by 3 different women. But that fits right along with the president-elect.
That's right.
You know,
go.
And
it absolutely does.
he said that he did not have this encounter with this woman, although he paid her off.
Right.
So, whole lot going on there. KD, thank you for your patience. Welcome to Truth Be Told. Bailey Coleman, Homer Blow in the building. Good morning. What's your question or comment?
Good morning, y'all.
Great morning.
Hey, it was mentioned a little earlier, but Donald Trump has a few kids, but he has a kid, Donald, right, Jr., Eric, and Ivanka, and those are the original DEI picks. So anybody talking about DEI picks, there you go.
Okay.
Hashtag that part.
Right. Black Conscious, good morning.
Yo, what it do, my brother? What's up, Bailey?
Hey.
And Homer Blow.
Hey, great morning to you, brother.
Yes, sir. So listen, we should not be surprised that there's no African American on his selection yet. But wait, they're coming, and they're going to be given the title of Secretary of Butlers. The secretary on making sure there's enough liquor in the malt liquors, things of that nature, and they're going to take them and they're going to be trifle with it. So we should not be surprised.
Nah.
But that's what you get. That's what you get when you know crap is in your face and you want to tell them, oh, this smells so nice. Doesn't it smell nice, guys? It came from our great leader. So, hey, that's what happens. Fall in line, get in line, or get behind.
Yeah.
So, he'll make those picks last.
Right.
Yeah, when all the good and most important jobs are already taken.
Secretary of the janitors, stuff like
Secretary of the janitors.
less meaningful position.
Right. To remind them of who they are.
Exactly.
Right. So they ain't kissed enough. Well, what's that one brother name that he barely got on his knees that time he was campaigning?
Tim Scott.
Tim Scott. Oh,
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Now, if anybody, I want to see what he's going to get Secretary of Kiss My Trump. I can't say it on the word, but you know what I'm saying.
Right.
Live righteous, Milwaukee. Love y'all.
All right. Thank you, Black Conscious. We appreciate it. And clearly, there are no black jobs on his cabinet because there's not even any immigrants that's taking the black jobs because there are no immigrants on this cabinet as well.
Well, there'll be no immigrants in the country soon. So
you ain't lying.
Yeah, no, I mean.
But he's married to one. Ain't that
right? Yeah.
Right.
God, that is so
clearly not from one of those countries.
Yeah.
Right.
Those crap hole countries.
Crap hole countries. There you go. That's a better word for it.
Yeah. My gosh. This is I mean, I know Black Conscious just used the word surprise. No one sitting here said we are surprised. We just know that it is amazing to me that the people that supported him and they're not saying anything or it's okay and it's like you don't want any sort of representation. You want everybody to be aligned and agree with everything this man has said and is going to say.
Yeah. Yeah, this is exactly where they at. This is where they at. With
man. I was going to kind of save this for my truth of the matter, but I'll give a preview of it now. And that is, okay, President Joe Biden turned 82 yesterday.
Wow.
And everybody is looking at him and saying, oh, man, it's time for him to go. And, he needs to go lay down. And, he looks old. He looks tired. He doesn't look like he has the capacity. How old is Donald Trump going to be in his last year of president?
What?
He'll be 82.
See?
Just to throw that out there. Dan, you are on Truth to Be Told. Good morning. Bailey Coleman, Homer Blow in the building. What you got for us?
What's happening, people? Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm glad y'all made it safely inside, man. That's what's up. But can we talk about something really quick? All this money they taking out of these good people in the city of Milwaukee, and I have not seen one DPW truck out here at all. Merrick Cavalier and David Crowley, what's up? That's it.
All right. Appreciate it, Dan.
Valid point.
And that's the great thing about, radio and trying to be here for the community. I'm glad that you mentioned that because there is a lot of snow coming down. Again, be careful out there, but you have a point.
Shout out to Dave Crowley. I'm sure that he's got the county situated. I don't know about y'all here in the city, but.
Well,
you know what, Bailey?
I ain't really talked to Cavalier lately, but shout out to Dave.
Yeah, I just got a text message from my wife saying the streets are terrible. We knew, and they were preparing for this storm. So hopefully, thanks for the call, Dan. We appreciate it. We hope that the streets get a little better, and you do see some trucks out there because. Yeah, when you talking about these taxes and these increases and what it's going to do, and when it's not in front of you at that particular time,
right.
Then it's like it sounds good, like oh man, when the winter hit, we ain't got to worry about that.
Right.
But then when it actually hits, and you don't see where they said your tax dollars are going to improve the city.
I got to say, I saw a DPW truck on 175. It wasn't moving. It was,
it was there.
It was there, though. It was there.
Was there
and
somebody
shout out to all my DPW friends. Was
there somebody in the truck?
It was somebody in the truck. The little light was on.
So they were salty.
There was salt, but they weren't out salting.
Okay, they got it all on TV. Messy morning commute.
Yes, there's been all type of accidents. It is not good out there. Again, be very, very careful.
Yeah.
Leave as early as you possibly can.
Yeah, I'm going to have to get out of here. I got to go to my second job. I love y'all, though.
I'm parked on the roof.
You better pack some patience.
Okay.
Looking at this screen, it does not look good. Jules, good morning. You are on Truth Be Told with Bailey, Homer, and myself. Good morning.
Good morning, y'all. Good morning. Thanks for taking my call. I was just thinking about and listening to your discussion of the nominees for the upcoming cabinet, and I just wanted to take this moment to remind folks, or maybe some folks weren't paying attention to some of the black progress that we've seen in America since 2020 that was brought in by Joe Biden, for those of us who weren't paying attention. We had obviously the first female and first person of color vice president. That was with Joe Biden. We had more black lifetime judges than any president in a single term, including the first black female Supreme Court Justice, Ketanji Brown Jackson. We had the first black Secretary of Defense, Lloyd Austin, Air Force General Charles Brown, the first black Joint Chief of Staff Chairman since Colin Powell. Austin and Brown were serving at the same time, marking the first time in the history of America has had a black defense secretary and joint chiefs of staff serving at the same time. Cecilia Rouse was the first black woman to serve as chair of the Council of Economic Advisors. Shalonda Young was the first black woman to lead the Office of Management and Budget. Karine Jean-Pierre, first black White House press secretary. I could go on, but that's what we. Those are some of that's the progress that we had made with that was ushered in with Joe Biden that folks, unfortunately, a lot of us couldn't get it so very excited about continuing into 2024. So I just wanted to point that out, and I'm sad about it. But hopefully, after these next 4 years, we'll see what we'll see the opportunity and embrace it next time. I'm hoping. Thank y'all for taking my call.
All right. Thank you so much, Jules. Thank you for all of those nuggets. You are absolutely right. Unfortunately, now they're about to take some bleach to all of that. And don't bleach still make you white? They about to call it whitewash? Yeah, they about to bleach. They about to bleach wash all of those positions. Besides, of course, Ketanji, who is on the Supreme Court. But that it is unfortunate, but we definitely have to see how this all plays out. And we're going to continue this conversation on the other side of the break. Truth Nation, keep the calls coming. Keep the text messages coming. Hit us up, 833-212-1017. And you can always stream and watch us live on YouTube and at 1017thetruth.com. Keep it locked right here. More Truth to Be Told with DT and Telly after this.
Don't touch that dial. Truth Be Told with DT and Telly will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com. This is your Planned Parenthood Advocates of Wisconsin Minute.
Reproductive justice, it's a framework, it's a movement, it's a vision for reproductive freedom, it's a right to have a child, it's a right to not have children, and this next part is really as important as the other parts. It's the right to birth and parent our children with dignity, and the right to live and parent our children in safe and healthy environments. So reproductive justice understands the ability of any person to control their destiny is directly related to the conditions of their communities. It looks at the intersections of discrimination in social, political, and economic systems, and it sheds lights on the barriers that these systems produce. And then we, reproductive justice advocates, fight against the barriers that prevent Black people and other people of color from exercising their rights. That's reproductive justice.
This has been your Planned Parenthood Advocates of Wisconsin Minute.
Are record energy costs putting a squeeze on your fixed or limited incomes? With limited incomes not keeping up with the lingering effects of inflation, you might be one of tens of thousands of Wisconsin residents who are struggling to survive in the blistering heat of summer or the bitter cold of winter. While you haven't asked for it, the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund and your local energy assistance providers are here to help. No Wisconsin resident should ever have to face the challenge of living without heat or power or face homelessness. For a hand up, apply today and call 1-800-506-5596. That's 800-506-5596. Or visit www.kwwf.org.
Tired of having to decline food at a potluck where you don't know where the food came from?
Don't you let your cats on your kitchen counters?
Host your next holiday with Shawnee's Exquisite Catering, now booking holiday office and corporate parties, or perhaps a private chef for your intimate family holiday gathering, or add to your Thanksgiving meal. Pick up sides such as Southern-style cornbread dressing, candied yams, baked macaroni and cheese, collard greens, and more. And for desserts, peach cobbler and sweet potato pie. Connect on Facebook or Instagram, Shawnee's Exquisite Catering, or call 414-216-3469.
Right now, more than 100,000 children waiting in foster care need our help. The Dave Thomas Foundation for Adoption is focused on finding them safe, permanent homes. Learn more at davethomasfoundation.org.
I feel so stuck.
The Veterans Crisis Line is here for you. Dial 988, then press 1 to call.
Truck crash? Call Gruber offices. One call, that's all.
The troubles continue. We've got a ton of issues, accidents, spin-outs, cars facing the wrong way, cars in traffic, out of traffic, in the ditch, all that stuff happening right around the area. So just be extra careful. I could name off a few accidents. Northbound 43 at Hampton Avenue. We've got a whole bunch of problems in the Marquette. The ramp from eastbound to southbound in the Marquette is blocked right now because of a crash. We've got jackknife semis out there as well. And don't forget, westbound on 94, we had that earlier closure at Highway 26. They've been able to reopen that, so that's gone. But now we've got a crash on the ramp from Highway 26 to eastbound 94. So at least everybody is able to get past that problem. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast today. Morning snow, afternoon rain. This morning we've got 1 to 2 inches in Milwaukee, 2 to 4 to the north and west. Very windy conditions otherwise. A high of 41. Tonight, rain showers, and then it'll be cloudy, above freezing, though, breezy with a low of 37. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 101.7 The Truth.
You are listening to Truth Be Told with DT and Telly on 101.7 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Get up and oh, dance with me, dance with me.
Good morning. Welcome back to Truth Be Told with DT and Telly. Bailey Coleman, Homer Blow in the building. And if you're just tuning in and you haven't made it out the door to get to work, please leave early. Please be safe. There's been a lot of reports of it's not the amount of snow. That's what Jean said on our Truth Talk and text line. She said it's not the amount of snow. It's just slippery as HE double hockey sticks. And these people, especially the people in these big trucks, seem to have forgotten how to drive in this crap. So again, be careful, be safe as well. And man, we were talking about some of these nominees or these picks that President-elect Donald Trump has made, and especially the ones that haven't been made. And the ones that haven't been made just coincidentally happen to be the ones that pertain to people of color. And he continued to name hosts of talk shows to the co-founder of WWE as he nominated Linda McMahon for Education Secretary. And so some of these picks, they clearly aren't aligned with having experience.
No, and they're really like opposite of, like, for example, his appointment with Matt Gaetz. Is that the dude's name? It's kind of ironic. Well, it's not ironic. He did it on purpose. Someone that's been running from the law, you go put them in charge of the law.
Right.
Right. So he's doing that with everybody. So Linda McMahon must have a problem with education. Maybe she just got her little,
Well, you don't need any experience in anything. I mean, look at Robert Kennedy of a human, what is it, HHS, Human and Health Services, and he hasn't. The only thing he's done is make up some theories about some different things. Like, so that's all I have to do is just say, hey, I think, if you drink milk for 22 straight days, you won't ever sustain this or whatever. And get some people to believe me. Like, his own family is coming out saying, look, that dude's thinking is dangerous.
Right.
And this is the person that you're going to put in this position?
Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't get it. And again, you have I gotta believe, or you have to believe, some of these black people that I named, and I'll name them again, have to feel like they got played.
Oh no, the biggest one that feels like they got played right now is Tim Scott. Didn't he get married to just to beef up his? Maybe he'll get the HUD position.
Right. He hasn't filled the HUD yet.
He get the HUD position. He'll be like,
that is a black job.
That is a black job.
That's a black job.
And you can keep all the black people and all the brown people over here with your HUD. That's what you need to do.
That's what you do over there.
Keep them all over here because we got all this.
So as picks continue to come in, 7 names that haven't been called yet: Candace Owens, Ben Carson.
She ain't gonna get called.
Tim Scott, Mark Robinson, Herschel Walker, Byron Donalds, and Daniel Cameron.
First of all, Herschel Walker ain't qualified for nothing. You know what he gonna do? He gonna be like, I'm gonna put you over the television wing of sports. We're gonna have an overseer of television and sports, and we're gonna put you over that. We're gonna put you over that. That's gonna be your role.
He'll mess around and make him the ambassador to UN
No, he's gonna be the ambassador to ESPN. You.
Right.
That is your role.
Right.
There's no way.
Father or something like that for some crimes back in Jersey. Ain't like that.
Oh, yeah.
And, Jared or whatever his name is got in there.
Jared Kushner,
was the advisors. It was like, yo, you don't want to do this.
Mm-hmm.
Come on now. We can get somebody else to do that part.
Yes.
He was like, oh, okay.
Yeah. Man, oh, man. So I am not speechless, but I just wonder, like, as a person who supported Trump, how can you not feel any kind of way about this? Like, how can you feel like this person is for you when you look at his cabinet and there's no one that looks like you? So who do you think is going to go in and talk about the interest of the black community?
Well,
like, how does that meeting? How does that?
There's no interest. Matter. There's no.
There's no interest in it.
Right.
Exactly.
Okay. And the black people that would be there would not be the ones to come up in there talking about all that. Right. They'd be like, he's the president of the whole country. He has no concern with just, and he has to deal with the whole and not just,
Right.
So, I mean.
I agree.
They're not concerned. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, if you're someone that's pro-black community, why would you ever vote for him?
Right.
Because he's not concerned about your community. He's not concerned about the Hispanic community. Clearly. They're like, thank you for your vote. Now y'all go sit back down.
Not concerned about women.
And those of you that ain't here legally or halfway legally or whatever your situation is, we ain't got time to work that out. You got to go. January 25th or whatever day they gave it.
Yeah.
There's going to be some. Look, they talking about using the military to go into people's workplaces. They don't care if you're living in a Democratic state with a Democratic governor or not.
Mm-hmm.
Going into your workplaces. So if anybody up in her, papers, please.
Get your papers right.
Get your papers right.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that is.
They mostly looking for Latino and Hispanic folks. So let's just, the rest of us could probably prove we've been here since,
And the amazing thing
I got
about
mine
it,
on me. Y'all got yours? You got your papers? Somebody better have a driver's license.
I got my real ID.
You got your real ID? Okay, that don't prove that.
You got
the
star on it.
Where your social security card at? Where
TSA pre-check.
Where your birth certificate with the raised seal on it?
Oh, I got it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just going back to the RNC and seeing some of the things that Trump was doing to enhance like the black vote. Like, remember he went to that church in Detroit and
with all the white people in it? Yeah, I saw that.
And then the pastor who we had a chance to interview said one of the reasons why he accepted or allowed Trump to come to his church was because Biden didn't, extend the invitation or whatever, or accept the invitation.
Mm-hmm.
But just because he shows up doesn't mean he cares about you.
Right.
That was all about what he could gain from that.
Exactly.
And I just don't understand, like, how can you not see that? And then you can't change history. You can't go back and change that.
You can't go back
and now that he is about to be inaugurated and he is the president-elect, and now you're seeing some of these things that he basically said that he wasn't going to do, or he was going to look out. Is he looking out now? Like, are any of these black people that supported him, is he returning your phone calls now?
Right. Absolutely not.
Is he reaching out to say, hey, during the campaign, I came to Detroit to express my concerns with the black community. Now that I'm elected, I'm going to come back to make sure some of those things we talked about are going to get executed. You're not going to see that.
No.
Yeah, you're not included.
No.
I just, again, and we talked about these things. So when all of these things start to come, I have never been an I told you so person, and I don't think I'm going to start now.
I am.
I am a I told you so. I am absolutely a I told you so.
Yeah, I'm going to be like, so now what happened? Oh, okay. Well, I got to go now.
I wonder how they're going to take care of the property at Mar-a-Lago, though.
No, man.
He does what he's saying he's going to do.
Yeah.
Well,
I bet he'll do.
the upkeep?
Those people that work there, they're going to be fine. Long as they good. They're going to be fine.
Hotels and all of that.
He going to make sure they good.
And all of Melania's cousins and everybody else.
Yeah.
Like you.
Now, look now. Anybody related to Melania
is going
they're
down.
gonna be good. They're
It's
gonna be
going
good.
down.
But-
Brian, wait, we got Brian on the line. Brian, you are on Truth Be Told. Good morning. What's your question or comment? Ricky, can you put Brian on?
Good candidates.
I'm
from
sorry,
the black community.
Brian. We didn't catch the first part. I'm sorry. What was the first part you said?
I was going to say, where are the black leaders that could serve in the cabinet and wouldn't be persecuted by their own people? That's why Trump's probably not picking one, because he probably don't want that controversy. Obviously, there are qualified black people out here that could handle the job of being in the cabinet just as a figurehead. But what about the backlash of that black person's family members? I mean, we all know we got family members that go both ways.
But Brian, let me push back just a little bit. Do you think he cares about your background and he just picked two people, one that had sex with a 17-year-old and the other one,
and he has 34 felonies?
Do you think he's worried about backlash? He can care less about backlash.
Not him. No, not Trump backlash. I'm talking about the black person he would select. Black person's backlash.
No. Because guess what?
Black person's backlash.
No, because guess what? Their family members know what they are, what they've been doing, and all of that.
Right. They already been ostracized.
Yeah,
so
they
if he picked Tim Scott to do something, like, I'm sure people won't be like, oh, man, blah, blah, blah. Man, please. They'll just be like, whatever.
I said, we need somebody. Well, what you need, if you're going to take a black person into the cabinet, we need somebody that's got a little bit more notoriety and a little bit more empathy, like a quote unquote say somebody that's actually done some work to help people.
Yeah.
I don't want to mention his name, but I'm gonna just say we need a Tory Lowe type to be in the cabinet like that. Tory just don't have the notoriety, but if you can find a black person like that somewhere throughout the country, and I've looked far and high. I mean, there is none. So that's probably why he hasn't selected one. He needs a black person with a strong black family, not a black person with a white person. I mean, he's not looking for anything like that, I'm sure. So there's really not a selection of black folks to be selected for the cabinet based on, based on what's going on in society right now.
Nah. All right, Brian, we appreciate your call and your thoughts about it. And I'm just going to leave you with this before we take our final break. It's hard to find something you're not looking for.
And, during the last administration, he had that whole book of women that he was going to choose from.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Found very few.
Like, it's hard to find, in Brian's words, a Tory Lowe if you're not looking for a Tory Lowe.
Right.
Very true.
Yep. Our Truth of the Matter coming up after the break. Keep it locked right here on Truth Be Told with DT and Telly.
Don't touch that dial. Truth Be Told with DT and Telly will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Truth Nation, Gruber Law Offices and The Truth have raised the stakes for this year. The One Call That's All Gruber Cash giveaway is now a $5K giveaway. Yes, you heard it right. $5,000 giveaway. Every weekday on 1017 The Truth, you will have the chance to be entered to win the $5K giveaway. Listen to The Truth for the One Call That's All cue to call for your chance to win $5,000. Gruber Law Offices, One Call That's All. Visit 1017thetruth.com for official contest rules.
The Wisconsin Black Chamber presents Black Friday Weekend Diverse Business Expo, Friday, November 29th through Sunday, December 1st. We kick off Friday at 10 a.m. Be there to meet the Powerhouse Business Panel, learn their journey to success, and participate in a Q&A with these successful local business owners. The after party starts at 6:30 with the Legends of Soul, featuring the music of Frankie Beverly and Mays and Quincy Jones, performed by Christopher's Project. Saturday is the Black Chamber Music Fest starting at 10 a.m. with 7 musical performances by local bands. Then the after party starts at 7. Don't miss Poetry Unplugged with Kwabena Nixon. Sunday, the Wisconsin Black Chamber presents the Exposure Fashion Affair starting at noon. If you need some style or want a style of your own, be here. Check out Milwaukee's stylists and designers and join us for the after party. It's Divas of Soul performed by Christopher's Project. Friday and Saturday, attend the Access to Capital workshops, and all weekend long, jam to the sounds of DJ L Boogie, meet TV and radio personalities, win some great prizes in the raffles, and don't forget to bring a toy for the toy drive. Don't miss out on what we have going on.
Associated Bank knows your small business isn't just a venture. It's your dream and a vital part of the community. And we're not just a bank. We're your neighbors. We're looking out for you. That's why Associated Bank offers quick online applications and approvals with funding in as fast as one business day, checking with no minimum balances or maintenance fees, and prompt customer service. Explore our products at associatedbank.com/business or visit a branch for more details. Subject to credit approval. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Life's better with American Family Insurance, because whether it's a family road trip in your dream car or hosting a family reunion in your dream home, we help you feel protected so you can enjoy those dreams with peace of mind. Save up to 23% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Are you or anyone you know looking to open a small business or learn the industry? Attend the City of Milwaukee 9th District Business Conference November 21st from 9:30 a.m. to 3 p.m. at Ross Innovative Employment Solutions. Brought to you by Milwaukee 9th District Alderwoman Larissa Taylor, helping you take your next steps towards financial empowerment. Sponsored by Alderwoman Larissa Taylor of the 9th District of the City of Milwaukee. City of Milwaukee, Granville, BID, Ross Innovative Employment Solutions.
You are listening to Truth Be Told with DT and Telly on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Truth Nation, we appreciate you joining us this morning. It's been a great show. We've covered a lot of different topics, and it's now time for our Truth of the Matter. That's when we give you our takeaways from some of the topics that we have discussed throughout the past hour and 55 minutes. And we're going to start with Bailey Coleman. Bailey, what is your Truth of the Matter?
You know, when people tell you who they are, you gotta believe them. Donald Trump this whole time told us who he was, and now everybody's like, oh, I didn't think he was gonna do that. I didn't know, but the whole time he's like, finna get rid of all these people over here. Y'all finna stay right here. I'm about to put in who I want to put in. We ain't doing it how we did it last time. You gonna have to accept whatever I say. And there it is. And that's what he's doing right now. And everybody's like, oh, watch. He's about to pardon all of those January 6 people. He said he was going to do it. There it is.
Yeah. All right. Homer, what is your Truth of the Matter?
I told you so. I told you so. I told you so.
See, I'm one of those people too.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
How does it feel now? How does it feel now?
Oh, they ain't really felt it yet.
You know what I'm saying?
They gonna get to it.
This is only the beginning.
Absolutely, the tip of the iceberg. So again, when you have to be able to listen, we got ears for a reason to listen, and not only listen, but you got to hear. And when you don't utilize those senses that you've been blessed with, because there are a lot of people who are deaf and they don't get to utilize those senses, but you have that time to be able to hear what a person is saying and listen to what people are saying. So now they're dealing with the repercussions, and this is the early stage of the repercussions of, you selected this. You've made up reasons why it should be this way, and now you're gonna have to deal with it. And so now, and for my people in my communities, listen, on Monday, join me at the Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Center from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. giving out free turkeys, 1 turkey per family, and we're gonna have some hot food too that they can eat.
There you go.
That's how you take care of your community, and I do what I say I'm gonna do.
All right, we appreciate that, Mr. Blow. And my truth of the matter is, tell them one more time where they can go get that turkey.
At the Martin Luther King Center, 1531 West Valete, Monday the 25th from 9 a.m. until 1 p.m. while supplies last. 1 turkey per household, but they will be also serving hot meals, and I've been a part of that for a while. Shout out to Miss D, a.k.a. Mama Raisin McCullum.
There it is. That's my truth of the matter, because it's all about community. What are we going to do to help each other advance, and not about focusing on things that's not going to be prosperous. So thank you. Been a great show. We appreciate Bailey Coleman.
Oh, appreciate you.
Homer Blow.
Thank you very much. Love you, bro. I appreciate and love working with you.
Yes.
All right. And we'll do it again sometime soon. Until then, up next is The Truth with Sherwin Hughes. Peace out.
It's Dr. Ken Harris, and you can watch me now live on YouTube every weekday from 4 to 6 p.m., and you can watch the best radio show in Wisconsin.